Hey, what's going on? Happy Friday. I hope that you're doing well. It's finally starting to get light out, so I'm hoping I'm gonna be able to save some money on vitamin D supplements here very soon. But today I want to talk about trends in video because you can often feel like you're getting tossed in the waves just trying to stay afloat in the constant changing of trends in the space. But I think there's a better way to go about it. If you're starting to build a YouTube channel just like I am, you're probably most susceptible to those trends. YouTube right now is a constant just keeping up with the trends. You have to be timely with whatever you're putting out and people expect it over and over and over again from you. So making videos for YouTube that follow current trends will probably help you get your videos seen. But I have a little bit of a problem with that if you're making videos that you wouldn't have otherwise made if the algorithm was not part of the equation. And I know people are running businesses, they're counting on that income and they have to make it predictable. But it does feel a little bit like you're losing your own identity a little bit in that process. And I think that's the first big piece. If you're starting to make video, you need to nail down that personality that you have. Maybe you're a personal brand just like I am, or maybe you're a small business, but either way, you want to actually put that on paper or put that in an electronic document so that you clearly have that idea of what your personality is. That way you can go back and you can reference it. You can compare what you're currently making against what that established personality is. Really, it's going to help you not wander too far from that personality, that identity that you have. So that's my first tip. And the second tip would be to have a defined strategy. Now that personality, that identity statement is definitely going to be part of your video strategy. But a video strategy kind of encompasses more than that. It's a bigger picture of how you plan on using video going forward in your marketing for a long period of time. I like to think about video strategy in the same way that we were talking about social media strategies about 10 years ago in marketing departments. Because back then, having a marketing strategy was really common, but people began to realize that there was power in social media and it was becoming complex and complicated enough that it deserved its own strategy that fit into the bigger marketing strategy. I feel like the same thing has happened here. Video is such a big piece of marketing these days, it's such a big piece of the internet, and it's not going anywhere. And with so many options of the types of videos you can make and so many options of the places that those can live, I definitely feel that video deserves its own strategy that fits into that marketing strategy. And that video strategy is really going to help you not get tossed around in those trends. It's going to help you stay the course and stay consistent over years of making video content. And that's really important. It's a really clear picture of how you plan on using video going forward. But it's not intended to be a completely rigid document. I think a really effective video strategy is going to define within itself the criteria for which you're able to change certain things about that strategy. For instance, if your business model changes, you might want to change your video strategy. Or based on analytics and data, you might choose to go a different route with your video strategy and change things. And that's completely fine to do as long as you change that document and you go back to sticking to it. You're staying consistent to that document, and that is really what it's for. It's able to keep you on track and keep you from feeling like you're just getting tossed around in those trend waves. Trend waves? And that's it, really. I don't want to see people that I know losing themselves in the process of starting to make videos for their business. If you clearly define that personality, that identity, within that video strategy that is also clearly defined, it's going to help you stay on track and really feel like you're on top of your video marketing. Alright, thanks so much for watching. As always, you can hit that like button below if you appreciated this video. If you have any ideas for things that I should talk about this weekend, please leave those in the comment section below. I'd love to factor those into what I'm already planning. And if you have any additional questions, you can leave them down there below. And if you haven't already subscribed, you can do so now, and you'll get to see more content like this going forward in the future. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.